Hello, welcome back. This is Kenshin1913 and we're Let's Playing Shadow of Destiny. In the last episode,
I don't remember
we
seeing this
talked
picture
with,
before.
we saved Miriam and then had Miriam talk some sense into Eckert, and she was like, "Why are you trying to kill Ike? I don't understand. Oh, Ike, you look like someone that saved my life 20 years ago, but it can't be you because you look the same as him, and it'd be some sort of time paradox if you were the same person who saved my life." So yes, now we're gonna head back into the past to see if we can see Dana and the Red Stone again, basically to 1584. But instead of going to look for Dana right away, we're gonna head over to Dr. Wagner's house to get more percentages.
Oh.
And who doesn't like percentages and cutscenes? Yes. So a time travel. Yeah. Okay. So let's head over to the alchemist's house, which should be right over here. And yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up an energy unit over here, but I think we should have enough for the rest of the game, or the rest of this little run through. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably end up collecting them anyways. And so yeah, this is the same scene. Margarete and Hugo tell me Dr. Wagner's downstairs, and then we let them come in unannounced, and you're here to see Father, aren't you? Now, here's a new scene with Dr. Wagner. Hey buddy, how's that stew coming?
You have, by chance, the Philosopher's Stone?
No.
No, but if I do find it, you'll be the first to know.
You'll be the first and only one to know.
I will be waiting. That alone has eluded my grasp.
Well, what's the reason why you're making a homunculus anyways? That's what I want to know. Alright, Dr. Wagner? You could be upstairs, having some family bonding time with your children and be a good father, but instead you're going to be down here just mixing your stew together. That probably tastes like crap.
Are you going already?
Yeah, there's something I have to
And
do
yeah,
to your
so
father. But
we are kind of like Dr. Wagner's right-hand man.
Though, so I'll be back.
See you later.
Alright, looks like we're gonna go look for Dana now. And yeah, that's the extra scenes.
Oh yeah, I should ask about that picture.
Yeah, why don't we go ask about that picture to Carl Franzen? As some of you might know from the little run-through I did before, Carl Franzen. So let's head north, grab this energy unit. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab them. I'm pretty obsessive with energy units. I really think that scene where Homunculus, quote-unquote, shows us his power, it kind of scarred me in the way that you needed to collect all these energy units. And plus, when I was reading the walkthrough for the very first time, everyone was like, make sure to have energy units, you're going to need them. And as you notice, the Miriam scene needed a lot of energy units. And now over here, we're near the art place, and guess who we meet? Dana, yes. Now, basically,
Dana.
what happens here is Dana decides to stay in the past. You don't even get a chance to persuade her to come to the future.
I feel like I've come home.
She feels like she's come home after a really long trip, yes. So we get the red stone, and now we can go back to Dr. Wagner. But yeah, basically, most of the time I don't think you get a chance to try to convince Dana to come back with you. Usually you just, she's just like, yeah, I found someone here. I don't want to ever come back because I hate everyone in the future, and Ike, you're a jerk for not finding me.
Yes?
Hey, Margarete, what's happening? You're a jerk, Ike, and I hate you, and I wish you'd die, but you ain't gonna die because, well, I don't know, I didn't try to kill you. My name's Dana. I don't know why Dana's got a southern accent now and is a man. But yeah, we gave Dr. Wagner the Philosopher's Stone. Hugo's like, what did you do? Did you give him the Philosopher's Stone? Are you time-traveling right-hand man? Blah, blah, blah. So now we're going to take our digipad and warp 10 days from the experiment. And find out what is going to happen. Place your bets now, because it's probably the same. House go kaboom! Yes. So he did his little experiment August 3rd, 1584. And 10 days later, it's August 13th, 1582. 399 years and 2 days before I was born. How about that? Look at that. I just gave you my birth date. If you can figure it out.
Hello, is anybody
And
here?
yeah, now we come in here.
Anybody?
Now I didn't want to skip this because I wasn't sure, but
Anyone there?
yes, you hear Margarete in the basement. Yes, so yeah, we're on track to get the next ending. So yeah, we know it's the time machine, and now we head back into the future. In a time in which I originally exist. So yes, Hugo built himself a time machine and warped to the present where Ike was. How about that? And now the nice thing about this is we can skip these next couple of scenes because this one's long. Basically, the next scene, we're going to get a call from Hugo. And he's going to be like, blah, 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 blah. I am a blah, 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 blah. Uh-oh. Hugo, he just called telling us about how he made a time machine, how he was, how he threatened, quote-unquote, Mr. Eckerd, and all that. So, yeah. Basically, he wants us to come to the square because he has Margarete with him. Because he thinks Margarete is our descendant, which she could possibly be. And so now we're going to head to the square. See, now we can skip these scenes because they're exactly the same. And now he's going to tell us about his plan of trying to bring his mom back to life, and how he wants us to get Homunculus so we can kill him, and then he can get the Philosopher's Stone from Homunculus.
Where are you?
And see,
Lord,
he has
you're so
Margarete with
noisy.
him.
I'm here, right here.
So basically, he's going to give us 20 minutes in which to find Homunculus. Now, if you can remember, there's two ways to get this. We're going to be doing A and B. Now, there's two different things we can do here. And the first thing we're going to do is head back to the 1980s, because if you remember, Homunculus was there right after Miriam was either shot and murdered or saved by Ike. So yeah, you got to remember that Homunculus was there. So now let's warp to the past and see if we can find Homunculus. Maybe he can help us out, and we can, I don't know, do stuff. So now we are warped in the town hall with the statue of Ike and his mysterious cell phone. He probably doesn't get many bars down here. His service provider's probably pretty bad. So we have to walk south till we get to Hapner Street. Basically, we're on Hapner, but we gotta take, like, I guess this is like a side road or whatever. But yeah, this will lead to the little park over here in which Homunculus will be. As you can see, there he is on the ground. Alright, now we're gonna figure out some stuff. Maybe get him to help us bring back, or do whatever. Hey there, buddy. What you doing on the ground?
How are things? I'm not doing too well, as you can see. This body can get a little tiresome sometimes. It must be nice to have a human life.
Are you envious of me?
Could you come with me for a second? Hugo's looking for you, and I have a few
Yeah.
things I need to ask you too.
There you go, Ike. Start questioning him. Let's find out what's going on.
Hugo, eh? Which means you know who the killer is, I guess.
Yeah. Hugo's the killer.
Let me guess what Hugo's plan is. He's going to leave Margarete in the present and wipe you, a descendant, out that way.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was
You knew
gonna
about
do.
this?
Since I was willing to give you time-traveling powers, you didn't expect me to just sit around, did you? I
Okay.
tested out a few histories. That particular outcome is just a variation on a theme, so it was fairly easy to guess.
What are you
It's
talking
the sort
about?
of thing Hugo would think of. So please don't thank me. I just wanted to help. Switched kids.
You
I found a
switched
baby
kids.
just about the same age.
What?
Is the Margarete you know blonde and blue-eyed?
I don't think so.
What are you saying? Switched
You
babies?
switched Dana and Margarete?
Isn't Margarete an ancestors of mine?
That's what that was all about.
That's my theory. There's something uncanny about your involvement with that family, don't you think?
Yeah.
It is, after all, the simplest explanation.
Seems like we're connected to the Wagner family.
If she isn't a blonde, it means my plan worked. No matter what
Oh.
happens to Margarete, your existence is an assured fact. Don't worry. I'll switch things back to the way they were after all this
How do
is
you
over.
plan on doing that?
You switched Margarete? with
Yeah.
Mr. Eckert's daughter?
So what, no big deal, I say. She was going to die alongside her mother, and I saved her life. It's harmless compared to Hugo trying to cancel your existence by stranding Margarete in the future, don't you think? Master Hugo's plans will fail, thanks to me.
Okay. Wow, this is a lot to... So the two kids were switched at birth.
Oh, God. So
By
that's
Homunculus.
what really happened when Mr. Eckert's daughter disappeared. Wait a second.
Yeah,
Did
he
you
took
murder
him.
his wife too?
He took her. Yeah, did you kill? Did you try to kill Miriam?
Me? As if I'd risk myself in doing that. Do you have any idea how fragile my body is? I have to take good care of it so that it won't break. I'm really not very strong.
Oh, so you're a
Just now,
baby.
I had to rest a little here, and the next thing I know, there are people all over the crime scene. So I couldn't complete the switch.
So you didn't complete
But
the
I did manage
switch?
to bring the real Margarete to this time. Under the name Dana, of course. No need to worry.
Oh, so
I don't
Margarete.
believe the stunts you pull. These are people's lives, their fates that you're dealing with here.
Yeah, there you go. Get angry with him.
You lost me there for a second, Ike. Sorry, but I'm not human, so I wouldn't know anything about that.
Wow, you're cold.
But I do believe in the power of fate, you know. No matter how much you meddle, it always wants to go back to the way it was. It has a kind of homing instinct, if you catch my drift. That's why we're having so much trouble getting Death du jour off your menu.
I know
Huh.
what I said about not wanting to die. But you have to stop changing other people's destinies so casually. I mean, why do you have to go that far?
Yeah.
Well, if you're that unhappy about it, Ike, would you like
If
me
you
to change it back?
could, sure.
Of course, it has to be after she's turned 20, after she's taken hostage by Hugo. Otherwise, there's no point in switching them in the first place.
20 years isn't something you can just erase from memory and relive.
Yeah.
Don't you understand how serious time is?
Time is pretty serious.
Excuse me? Are you trying to lecture me, Ike?
Whoa,
After
whoa.
all I've done for you? Humans are nothing but trouble. Really? Well, see you later then.
Wait a minute.
Wait! Where do you think you're going?
We need your help. Damn it. So, Margarete is really Dana, and Dana is really Margarete. That's
You said
why.
something weird. Homing instinct?
Yeah, some homing instinct. Dana staying in the past
No
means
way.
that
Was that it? So
that time
Dana
is fixed?
And Margarete
Dana
is
is-
Mr. Eckert's
yes.
daughter? Can that be it?
Yeah, I guess that's how it works. Oh boy. All this information is making my head spin. But yeah, so Margarete and Dana have been switched, and they're actually the opposite people. But we will have to find out of ending B in the next episode.